The alert came through at 9:17 p.m. just as I was deciding whether to start my homework or pretend it didn't exist for another hour. Just a perfectly normal day. My phone buzzed once, then again. Then my laptop chimed. The sound sharp and wrong, like it had never been used before. The TV in the living room, left on for background noise, cut to black. Across every screen, the same message appeared.
Emergency alert. Do not look outside your windows. This is not a drill.
The fuck? No explanation, no source, just that. I stared at it, waiting for more text to load. It didn't. For a few seconds, the house was completely silent, like it was holding its breath. Then my phone exploded with notifications, group chats, texts, missed calls stacking on top of each other.
Is this a joke? What kind of alert even says that? Probably a hack, lol. My TV just did the same thing.
I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because it felt like the correct reaction. Weird alerts happen sometimes. Weather glitches, test messages that went wrong, someone in IT messing up. Still, I didn't move from my bed. My window was to my left, blinds half open. The dark outside pressing against the glass. Nothing unusual. Just the backyard, the fence, the trees swaying a little in the wind. I told myself I wasn't scared. I just didn't feel like looking. Another alert buzzed.
Do not look outside your windows. Stay away from glass. Stay away from glass. Stay away from glass.
Okay. That was new. I slid off my bed and crossed the room. Slow and careful. Like sudden movement might trigger something. I pulled the blind shut, the slats clacking softly as they met. The room felt smaller instantly, like I'd sealed something in with me. My mom wasn't home yet. Late shift. Dad was out of state. The house was mine alone. And suddenly, every creak sounded louder than it should have. I texted my best friend, Noah.
Me? You seeing this alert shit? Noah. Yeah, my dad says it's fake. Fake how? I don't know, but he looked outside and nothing happened.
I stared at the message longer than necessary.
He actually fucking looked? Yeah, lol. Hold on, he's going outside to check the street.
The 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Then nothing. I waited. 30 seconds. A minute.
Question mark? Noah?
Another alert interrupted before I could send more.
If you have looked outside, move away from windows immediately. Cover all glass surfaces.
My stomach tightened. I grabbed a hoodie from my chair and shoved it against my bedroom window. pressing it into the corners. Then added a pillow, then a blanket. It wasn't airtight, but it was enough to block the glass. The house made a soft ticking sound as it settled. Somewhere outside, a car alarm went off, and then abruptly stopped. Cut short like someone had yanked the sound out of the air. My phone vibrated.
Noah, I think something is wrong.
Before I could respond, his typing stopped. I tried calling, straight to voicemail. I told myself his phone probably died, or he lost signal, or his dad took it away. Any explanation was better than the one forming in my head. I turned on the radio. Static. I flipped through stations until one came in, faint but clear enough.
Repeat. Do not approach windows or reflective surfaces. If you hear familiar voices coming from outside, do not respond. This is critical.
My throat went dry. The voice on the radio wasn't panicked. That made it worse. It sounded tired. Like this wasn't the first time they'd said it. I sat on the floor, back against my bed. Phone clenched in my hand. Every instinct told me to check, to peek just a little, to see what was going on. That instinct felt too loud, too insistent. Like it didn't belong to me. Something thumped outside. Not against the house. On the ground. A soft, wet sound. Repeated slowly. Like footsteps in mud. I held my breath. The sound moved closer, circling the house. I could track it by the way the floorboards seemed to hum in response. Like the vibrations were traveling through the foundation. Then it stopped. A voice spoke. "Hey," it said. My mom's voice. "Honey, I'm home." Relief hit me so fast I almost cried. Of course it was her. She must have gotten back early. The alert, whatever, it didn't matter. I stood up before I realized what I was doing. Another alert flashed.
Do not trust what you hear. They will sound right.
I froze. Outside, my mom's voice laughed softly. "Why are all the lights off? Did you forget your phone again?" She sounded tired. Normal. Exactly right. My hand hovered inches from my bedroom door. She called my name. The sound came from the wrong direction. The front door was downstairs to the right. The voice was coming from my left, from the side of the house where my bedroom window was. I backed away, heart pounding so hard it felt like it might crawl out of my chest. The voice followed, adjusting as I moved. "Honey, you okay?" The radio crackled again, louder now.
If you're hearing voices, remain silent. They rely on response. They rely on attention.
The voice outside sighed. "You're scaring me. Please open the window." I clamped a hand over my mouth. The silence stretched, thick and heavy. Then the voice changed. It became Noah's. "Hey," he said. "It's dark out here, man. I can't see. Can you just look? I think I'm lost." Tears burned my eyes. My body leaned forward despite myself, like something was pulling on me from the inside. My phone buzzed. A message from Noah.
Don't look. It knows when you do. I messed up.
I sank to the floor. Outside, the voice laughed. Not loudly, just a soft sound of understanding. "See?" it said. "He gets it now." The footsteps returned, closer this time. I heard fingers brush against the siding. Nails, maybe? Or something pretending to be nails. My covered window creaked as pressure settled against it from the outside. I squeezed my eyes shut. Minutes passed, or hours. Time didn't feel real anymore. Alerts came and went, each one more fragmented than the last.
They change when observed. Reflections count. If you see it, it sees you.
At some point, the sounds stopped. The house went still. I didn't move until my legs went numb. When morning light finally creeped around the edges of the blanket, covering my window, I almost laughed from relief. Birds chirped. A lawnmower started somewhere down the street. Normal sounds. My phone buzzed one last time.
All clear.
I uncovered the window slowly. Outside, everything looked the same. The yard, the fence, the trees. Except for one thing. In the glass, behind my reflection, something else was standing in my room. Right behind me. Smiling.